There we are. I like how quick that menu like pops up with the little jingle. But yeah, we're back with our next game here. The last game in our Wild West Marathon, but also the last Red Dead Redemption game. Red Dead Redemption 1. We just got done beating Red Dead Redemption 2, and since I've been playing in a chronological order, this is our next step. Still not sure if I'm doing Undead Nightmare as of yet, because we've got Mortal Kombat 1 coming out next week, and I'm definitely going to be playing that, and then there's just more game releases that follow that. But yeah, I'm super excited to come back to this game. I usually play it on my Series X, but this time we're going to do something a little different, because we are going to be playing it in 60 frames per second. So, we got it running on Xenia Canary right now, and I've never played this game in 60 frames. I tested it out a little bit. I have an RTX 3090 and an i7 9700K, so it can run it at 1440p with FSR on, which upscales it a bit, but I can't run it at native 4K without it losing some frames. And then the only other thing I noticed is sometimes there's like some brief stuttering in the opening cutscene. I'm not sure if that's going to be consistent throughout the game or not yet, but I guess we'll see. But it seemed mostly stable and mostly smooth at 60 frames, so I'm excited to jump into it. So I guess without further ado, we just jump right in. I'm pretty sure this game just starts right away. Let's just choose normal. This is the Game of the Year version of the game, obviously. So it should also have the PlayStation exclusive content from back when it was on PS3 as well. So that's going to be cool. That was the nice thing about the Game of the Year disc on when they came out with it for 1X and Series X, that it had that included. It's always nice to have some extra content. But alright, let's get started here.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Yep, here we are back in Armadillo. No cholera this time. But dude, it's so nice seeing this game in 60 frames per second. This is as close as we'll get to like a native PC version of this game, because Rockstar just refuses to do it. I actually heard that you can get the Switch version to run in 60 FPS with like some overclock mod. I don't really know what the in and outs of getting that ready are, but like, it just shows that it is possible. Rockstar just for some reason won't do it. Yeah, one thing I also want to do, I'm going to go into my settings here, because we should have golden guns. Oh, it's on, but I think when you begin it with the opening again, you have to turn it on and off to get it back. Yep, there we go. I don't know, I always like the golden guns touch, considering there's no weapon customization.
Hello, drink some whiskey later? How do you do? Evening.
Got an officer right there. Yeah, there's not much we can do right now. Mainly for this part, I'm gonna try to get through like all of Macfarlane's ranch and stuff like that, where we actually get some free roam set up.
I don't feel too good.
This guy's drunk. Dude, man, the vibe of this game, man. Such a good game. I remember playing this. I played the hell out of this game back when it came out, and I've beaten it numerous times, just like the second one. Always a great game.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to gag you.
They ain't my friends. I'm pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
I think interior light flickering is another issue that happens. I think it only happens in cutscenes, though, but there's not many instances of that.
Well, here,
Follow
let's mount
Jake
up and
here.
hit the trail. If you say so. Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
He almost ran that dude over.
Whoa! visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most rated back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Dude, it's crazy how good this game still looks. It's funny because it would be such an easy game for Rockstar to re-release
Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
on PC.
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Yeah, if anyone's new to my channel, this is the first video they're watching. I try not to talk when there's dialogue or cutscenes in games. That's why you don't hear me talking too much.
It was the marshal who hired me. Leigh Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
I just like how John just hates being in the situation he's in. I mean, anyone would, but even on the train, he's just like pissed off the entire
You ain't very
ride.
talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. That's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
A lot of those people we see on the train that we run into again. The young lady that was talking to that priest or pastor or whatever, she's a stranger
Coyote.
mission.
What a waste of good meat. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill.
We might run into the one of the old ladies again, but I don't remember. And then obviously Bonnie Macfarlane's also on the train. We see her very soon. Yeah, it's a nice little detail.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Yeah, it should be fun. The other thing that's nice about this version is you can force motion blur and depth of field off. I never really liked those settings. Makes it look a little bit cleaner. Fort Mercer. I don't know when the military would even have occupied this. In Red Dead 2, it was still overrun by the Del Lobos.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie Macfarlane. Miss Bonnie Macfarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss Macfarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Yep, John's initial plan didn't really work out too well. Here we are at Macfarlane's ranch. I miss not seeing the barn in Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, I miss seeing the barn in Red Dead Redemption 2, I guess. Because it doesn't actually make sense that it doesn't exist in the second game. Because apparently that barn was built when Bonnie was a teenager. When you're in the epilogue, Bonnie's not really that young anymore. Well, I mean, she's still a teen. I think she actually said that she built it when they were like, she was like a young teen though, which is where the plot hole comes into place. But dude, this game, man, the lighting on this game is still insanely good. I remember, isn't there like color settings in display? Yeah, you can like up the saturation and stuff. Adding a little bit more color actually makes a pretty big difference. But dude, oh man, I just love this game so much. They also have a little general store here now.
Hi.
Dear sir, hello.
Still greet people, it's just not like a lock onto them type of thing. Just press B. There's a chicken. I think during this mission we can actually summon our warhorse too. Which is still, it's like funny because it's a pre-order bonus horse, but it's still one of the better horses in the game. And you can just have the deed to spawn it infinitely. Alright, let's move on here.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
She's shoving me. Oh, actually, the warhorse is active right now.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss Macfarlane.
Yeah, it just automatically started with the warhorse.
Come on, boys.
Thought I always had to summon it, but I guess
time
not.
for you to see what a real ranch looks like. To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
The only thing I noticed when you're not native 4K like the Series X version is you can notice the edge aliasing more, or aliasing, however it's
I'm no
pronounced.
expert, but it certainly looks like a fine
The
corral.
60 frame rate makes the difference.
Stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Just riding on the tracks.
Giddy up! That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Yeah, when she was just a little girl. Doesn't make sense.
And
Red
here
Dead
we
2.
are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss Macfarlane.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't bite.
Hang on.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss Macfarlane.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Just called a repeater carbine a fine weapon. Dude, I just remember Red Dead Redemption 1's skybox looks so crazy compared to 2. The stars are so colorful.
Easy now. Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Whatever that means.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Yeah, Herman McFarlane's ranch missions are a little slow.
believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? You got one!
Oh god, my horse.
Better shooting rabbits than outlaws, I think.
This one, there it is. No, the grass.
You're a good shot, Mr. Marston. Them rabbits didn't stand a chance.
One thing I gotta do. Always forget to do this. Where is... Oh, it's all the way up. I was gonna try to put the sensitivity all the way up, but I don't have to.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover. Yeah! If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston. That's it, damn coyotes! Come on, they're headed for the chicken.
God damn it. It auto jumped over the fence before. Oh god, they're just carrying the chickens.
Coyote won't be back.
Let's go.
This one's juking.
Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
I lost quite a bit of them.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck
The
didn't
light
really come
adaptation
into
just gets
it,
super
miss.
bright near
You're a
the ground.
useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss Macfarlane.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss Macfarlane.
I always like the ammo crates that they give you. Got 50 on her. The one thing I wish Rockstar would change about their games, though, is the 6-hour jump. I wish you could choose how many hours you sleep for. But it's not a big deal. Alright, guess we just do our next mission. I don't even know what time it is on this game right now.
Come on.
Can't tell, I think it's just really early morning.
Hello there.
Guy looks kind of like Herbert Moon. Damn it, horse. Not trying to do this. Alright, let's just get off.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss Macfarlane. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Alright, looks like we got a horse race coming. If I remember correctly, Bonnie's actually pretty crazy.
Come on!
Whoa. I'm getting lag spikes.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss Macfarlane. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the hard thing about the first race was the horse stamina.
Why don't I lead the way? Come on. Are you saving the best for last? How you doing back there? Come on.
But with the war horse, we're still holding a pretty good lead.
Would you like me to slow down? Yeah. Should I wait for you to catch up?
Remember, it's actually kind of tough to stick to the roads on this game, though, because the horse turning is a little stiff. But the horses are so much faster in this game than in the second one.
Come on.
And then your horse does stuff like that.
Let's go, Miss Macfarlane. Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
Here.
We just got a huge lead, though.
Let's go.
And we won.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa there!
What the hell's happening?
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss Macfarlane.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Alright, that mission's done. I usually try to stick with the Bonnie missions, though, so that we get the lasso unlocked.
Go.
Let's hitch my horse here, though. Sometimes with the first game, if you don't hit your horse, it ends up just disappearing sometimes. So you have to click on your deed again.
you?
Good, Miss Macfarlane. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the driver's seat. Come on.
All right. Guess my horse disappears anyways in this mission. But yeah, we would have ran all the way to Armadillo just to have to come back and go to Armadillo again.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
It's always such a good line. Yeah, man, I still remember this entire map just by heart.
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss Macfarlane.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss Macfarlane. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
We're getting pretty close now. Yeah, the only thing I think the only thing I'm not really looking forward to is just doing the gambling challenges.
I have a small holding.
I don't really like playing poker.
Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
Yeah, he kind of just
So this is Armadillo.
decided to stay with us.
Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
You ever stop, John?
It's actually not really that difficult to earn money in this game. Hunting yields a ton of money.
And your very best health this fine morning, madam.
Well, look at you.
Howdy.
Why, hello there.
Alright, get some free medicine here.
Excellent to see you today.
How are you, mister?
Yesterday, old Smithfield found 2 people dead in his barn.
Thanks.
We don't actually need it though. Okay, there's our warhorse deed. I think we can upgrade our campsite too.
Hello, sir.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
another mission down. Donnie just left us here. The other thing I like about this game is that there's like an endless amount of duels you can get into. If you just find the duelists that are sitting around. It's a very easy way to get fame.
Howdy.
What is this guy doing?
Bow down,
Hello, friend.
and you will not perish.
Poker is available, so it's 5-finger fillet. Oh, here's a Walton's gang member. Let's actually play a quick mini game really quick.
Wanna play a nice game, boy?
Oh, never mind, I don't have any money, that's right. Thought I at least had like $1. But since we're in Armadillo, I know it's nice to get the lasso right away, but we're already here, so we might as well just do the first marshal mission. Are these guys about to get into a fist fight?
Hello, miss.
Okay, here we go.
Chicken-headed guy, come over here.
Gotta refresh my dueling skills.
You a tough guy, mister? I hope so. We gonna have a showdown. Don't worry, I'll close your eyes before any ladies see you.
Those are big words, my friend.
Yeah, if you hit the gun out of their hand, you get like a bunch of fame for it. Like positive fame. You don't lose fame for killing them though. Basically just either fun to do to win or just get some fame. But I wish they had stuff like this in Red Dead 2. They have duels you can go into with like random encounters, but they're limited. There we go. Yeah, you get 100 fame for that. And 200 honor. And you also get some free ammo for it. Yeah, the duel. I love the duel mechanics so much, man.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you. Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
I don't think the that one black guy was supposed to be in this in the jail. Just clipping through that one guy.
What are we looking for? A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
Alright, we're gonna be going up against Walton's gang.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Walton's the top screw. Let's get after him. Damn, he's seen us. Come on, don't lose him.
What? How did he see us?
Come on!
Yeah!
He's got the eyes of an eagle.
You say he is. Why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
Dude, even the music, I think the music is so much like the ambient music just from doing activities. I think it's better than in Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 has like really good music though, but it's just, this one's just such a spaghetti western vibe. We just passed some wild feverfew.
He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Why, he already knows we're coming. He spotted us right when the mission started.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Yeah, I remember the PvP modes this game had. Play as Walton's gang.
There's one behind the crate. Take him down.
There's the rustlers.
You tough guys, huh?
God, even I don't know, even the kill animations, even though they're a bit exaggerated, I like the way the Euphoria engine built, like the way it looks more in this one. It's like just the more exaggerated look to it. It just seems more visceral.
There's another one behind the outhouse, boy. Put your gun down, friend. Take cover behind the outhouse. Careful, there may be more of them. It's your day of reckoning, boys. Who's that woman you brought with you, Marshal?
Just insults me and then dies right after.
Guess Walton left now. Try to take him alive.
How am I gonna take him alive?
Walton's escaping. Take him down, boy. You ain't got me yet, old man.
Can I beat him up?
Come on, boy. He's getting away.
Oh God.
Last chance not to do.
Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Alright, we got him.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah. Come on.
Alright, we got him. 20 bucks. Yeah, that's the other thing that I also like about Red Dead 1 more than 2, is you can fully disarm people. Normally I think most people think that you can only take them in alive if you have a lasso in this mission, but you can actually fully disarm them to also take them alive. But yeah, because you can go back to Bonnie's Ranch and get the lasso before doing that mission. It makes it easier to take them alive, obviously. But in Red Dead Redemption 2, if they have a long arm gun, you can't fully disarm them. You can only fully disarm them if they're only carrying a sidearm. It's really stupid the way they set it up. If they have a long gun and you disarm it, they have like a sidearm that's permanently glued to their hand, basically. I actually hear a random event happening in the distance.
Let's go.
The wagon's getting attacked. I think this is actually how we might start Treasure Hunter.
You good man. My name's Cheerful. Very grateful. There's much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
Thanks, mister.
There we go, we got a treasure map.
What have we got here?
Yeah, it's just the feel of this game, man. I just love coming back to it. The other thing, too, is I don't have to worry about hunting too much unless I really want to hunt. Because I'm not trying to fill out a compendium, so I'm not just needlessly shooting animals all over the place. Yeah, let's just see what we got here. Is this the one that's by the... Yeah, this is over by that, like, hanging tree. It's kind of over in that direction. But we're not going to do that right now.
Let's go.
There's some armadillos. I forgot what I needed for to start Master Hunter. I think I need to kill a deer. But my main focus right now is going to be going to Macfarlane's ranch and doing our next mission. So it'll just cut to when I get there. Alright, I'm actually an armadillo now. We have a stranger mission we can start.
I'm a terrible mother. Oh, they took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Alright. Pretty sure this is that cannibal stranger mission. The other thing that this game does better than Red Dead 2 is the bounty system. The bounty system's actually endless in this one. So since I'm making my way over here, I just will pick this, start Herbalist.
That's what I've been after.
Might as well get that going.
Come on.
Or it's called Survivalist in this one. think I'm going the right way. Yeah, there's a purple circle. Here, I'm hearing gunshots. I think it's a hunter. Yeah, it's just a hunter. You can actually help him out.
Hey, we all need help, mister. Let's go!
Get thanked for it. Let's see what's up here right now. This is in sections, so I don't know if it's time between each part or what. You can't actually finish it right now. Yeah, American Appetites, that's what it's called. That's part 1 for American Appetites. Nothing really too crazy about the first part. Alright, I'm gonna head to Macfarlane's Ranch now. Alright, we're back at Macfarlane's Ranch. Got sidetracked by a bunch of random events popping up. We have $84 already, though. I also beat Sharpshooter Rank 1, which was just killing 5 flying birds. The next one is only killing 5 rabbits as well. So Sharpshooter starts off pretty easy. I think I only need 1 or 2 more Wild Feverfew for Survivalist as well. Right, this might actually be the last mission we do in part 1. I think this is one where we get our lasso.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss Macfarlane?
Yes, from Leigh Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had 2, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss Macfarlane.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss Macfarlane, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. and I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Yep, nothing like ending the part on cow herding. Actually, I don't know if this is where we get our lasso. I think we might get our lasso on the mission where we have to catch and break a horse. I don't know, we'll find out. I kind of just pushed Bonnie right there.
All right, let's head over to the cow pen. It's about time a budding farmer such as yourself learned how to herd cattle.
Oh, unfortunately, I know how to do it.
Come on, boy.
During our Wild West Marathon, we've herded plenty of cattle.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
How are you, Miss Macfarlane? Hey there!
Yeah, I think Bonnie has somewhat of a crush on John.
Come on.
I have to be on this side.
You can herd cows as well as you can charm humanity.
Nice job, Mr. Marston. He's got it. Whoa! That's it. Here comes Mr. Marston.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Come on.
Well, this one does not want to go that way.
Well,
Oh, this guy's got a newspaper available.
This way. We need to take them out to the pasture.
I'm waiting on them. They're just kind of doing their own thing.
Let's go.
Wonder if this vulture thinks one of them's gonna die or something. He's just hanging out. Damn, Bonnie didn't even... She didn't even stay. She just left.
Easy. Keep going, Mr. Marston.
Good. Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing.
Can't wait. I think cow herding is like the consistently... one of the consistent missions that I just don't like doing.
That way they'll stay together.
Come on. Move.
There's a snake right there. Jesus Christ, Bonnie.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss Macfarlane.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Yeah, alright. I didn't think this was the last one once it started, at least.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the horse one is. But we might be saving that for next time. Ooh, we have a wild feverfew right here. I obviously still need another one.
Yeah.
One thing that helps, you can kind of hold down on the D-pad to maximize the map, but it also increases like the detection range for stuff. Did I run something over?
Whoa there.
Oh, we must have ran over a snake. Take the snake skin.
Let's make
Snake
this
skin's worth a decent price. Let's get back to our little little house over here. Yeah, this is probably where I'll end part 1. It's been quite a journey playing these Wild West games, but I think this is a good game to end the Wild West Marathon on overall. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's probably my second favorite game of all time, with the first one being Witcher 3. And then Red Dead Redemption 2 might be third. It's a very close second between this and the second one, though. But yeah, still just an amazing game. The Series X version with backwards compatibility, or even the 1X version, still offers its own benefits, basically. I'm pretty sure the enhanced version on console has a little bit higher quality shadows, as well as like an extended distance on the shadow. And then it being in native 4K, you kind of eliminate the edge aliasing a bit more. Like, I'm playing it in 1440p right now. Forcing it in native 4K, I'd be able to play it at 30 FPS or maybe like 40 FPS, but the point was to play it in 60 FPS because, well, I've never experienced this game this way, and it feels great. There's obviously a few minor issues playing it this way with like the interior light shadows flickering sometimes. But, yep, still just an amazing game. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 2.